Welcome back, everyone. Oxygen not included. Last episode, we were able to make a few improvements. We do have our chlorine tank up and running now, so we've got a single dash of salt vine growing. Luckily, I don't think this thing uses any water or anything like that. It will slowly use up the chlorine in this room. So in the future, of course, if we want to have more dash of salt vines, we're probably going to have to put at least a couple things of bleach stone or something in this area in order to create an environment that sustains basically these items. But for right now, I think we're pretty content with just letting the chlorine gas fade away over time via the dash of sulfine. Apparently, I mean, so far that's the only thing that I know of that can delete chlorine. There might be something else too, but so far that's the only way that we have to control it. So actually, I've been kind of considering like just getting rid of this tank, honestly. Until we can find some kind of use for it. I don't know when that'll be, but it is something that we're working on. We're analyzing that along with our sustainable water source. Hopefully, this thing will remain operational for a while. But even if it doesn't, I think it's producing enough water that we really don't have to worry about it. I mean, we've filled up our tank basically, and we've even got more water cooling basically in this area. So I don't know if cooling is the right word for it. Maybe it might not change temperature all that often. I'm not sure. So we'll have to monitor that for now and see what it does. The other big thing we've been working on is trying to get a metal refinery up and running. Rax let me know we should be okay here. This should work even with water as the coolant. So I guess we'll find out. The only thing we're not too sure about is what the output is, whether or not it is polluted water or regular water. You know what I mean? I'd imagine if you could use a lot of different things as coolant, maybe it just outputs the same liquid, but obviously at a much higher temperature. So we did redesign our power cabling too to support this new area. We've even still got a few deconstruct things set up. It looks like it's all done, perhaps. Yeah, it seems like, yeah, all of these are on now separate circuits too, which makes it, which should help out with preventing us from overloading as well. So things are looking pretty good. I think we can hook these things up to this circuit. Or no, that's right. We were going to hook it up to the heavy watt directly. So right off of this is what we want to do. So we'll just like that. We'll see if that works. It should work. I mean, definitely this thing needs to be on heavy watt because it's, you know, using 1200 watts. So the only thing I don't know about is whether or not batteries can be in line. But I think, yeah, we actually do that with the smart batteries. So if the jumbo battery here doesn't work, we'll just put a smart battery in instead and not connect it up for automation. You know what I mean? So it says we're awaiting coolant here. Oh, right. It comes out from here. Right, this thing gets polluted water out, but we have to actually pump water out from this system. I guess I didn't exactly think about that. Maybe it'd make more sense to have a second water pump, like right here, that puts water directly into this pipe. Yeah, because we hardly ever run this system. Or, I mean, honestly, we could just run a pipe directly from here to here. Trying to think of how I want this to work here. It would be kind of nice to have Let's see. Where does this water come from? It's just too... Oh, it is part of the same... Let's see. Where does this get water, though, to begin with? Why is this not making any sense to me? It gets water from this thing, right? Ah, yeah, the pipe is blocked. Ah, right, and then this is not working because of that. Yeah, so I think we could just run the water pipe directly across. Somehow... Just trying to think about the best path here. Because the problem is we have to bridge over to get over here, but what we could do is deconstruct this pipe, construct that pipe. Go in like this, and then let's see, the output. Let's see, what is this valve? Yeah, this valve is completely useless because it's allowing a certain amount of water to come through here, but the problem is this machine doesn't run constantly, so the pipe ends up filling anyway. So there's no actual purpose of this valve, but I think for now we'll leave it in there. But yeah, honestly, all of this could go away and we could just run a straight pipe into over here and be done with it. So we'll plan on that being done in the future. And then deconstruct all of this. There we go. Interesting how so far the water doesn't even move down this side of the pipe. Kind of weird, isn't it? They're not doing anything either. Why are they bored? We could look at some of the menu items here. We did finally create a gas range, but we have not hooked up natural gas to it yet. We're actually planning on expanding the pipe down here and then actually running the pipe from here up to the gas range. And honestly, I'm starting to think maybe we should... Well, we'll have to reconsider how this room works in the future. I'm not sure if it's ideal right now, you know what I mean? Looks like the amount of air per tile has increased in here. I thought in the past it was like 5 kilograms max. And it is for this. But maybe you can have more than that if there are other gases in the air too, perhaps? Or maybe natural gas... Natural gas is maybe smaller per unit of mass, right? So more fits in a single tile, I guess. Could be the science behind it. All right, there it goes. So it's awaiting coolant. It should be getting a lot of coolant. Obviously, we want to make sure we don't run this machine constantly, too, because Rax did point out it might overload our pipes. Sandstone, as far as I can tell, probably doesn't have any resistance to that. I think there are heat-resistant pipes that we can use in the future, so we'd have to redesign this with that in mind, but it might work out for now. All of this is unreachable. We were going to look at getting down here as well, too, before we started building everything. I don't really want to destroy this area too much with, like, reconstruction and, like, people going in and out, because We can get free sleet wheat grain over here, which is apparently a really good food source. Is that like something that we have already here? So, mushroom quiche. Quiche? I don't know. Omelet, fried mushroom, and lettuce. A loaf of bread, a spice with pinch of pepper nut. Ooh, check that out. So yeah, we would need sleet wheat grain for that, and then pinch of pepper nut, which we have 20 kg. So we could make 20 of those pepper breads. What is it? Oh, it uses barbecue and turns it into surf and turf, I guess. Is that all it does? Oh, cooked seafood from the from the sea. So we haven't even found the second ingredient yet. I see that now. Okay. Very cool. Gristleberry can become stuffed berries. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, we might have to look at getting that up and running soon too. So right now, does this room fill with natural gas? I can't remember if we took that out or not. So yeah, so we did remove the vent, so we'd have to put the vent back in. I think we're gonna look at deconstructing this and then continuing down here for that. Meantime, it says it's awaiting coolant still. Does it actually use like a lot? Like, oops, accidentally hit tab, which raises the speed apparently. Oh, I see. This is the coolant meter right here. Wow, it uses a ton of water. Okay, well, I guess that's okay. We were trying to find a use for all this excess water anyway that we have, so maybe that's fine. All right. Are we officially done down here now? No, we have to sweep this stuff up first. And then I think we're done after that. I don't think we need to be down here for anything else for a while. Okay, so so no power is actually coming out here either. No power. Wait, this isn't being tripped on either. So these are sending green. Yeah, when it's less than 20% charged until it's 80% charged, it should be sending green. So why are these things not running? Oh, there's no gas or anything. Okay, it's because the gas vent is full. I see. Okay, so the issue here is we're outputting the pipe, the stuff right here, but so the system is just basically spitting the same stuff in and out of here. So we actually need to instead probably do this. And then we'll put a vent right here. It's a shame right now this area is completely full of natural gas, so more natural gas is going to spill out in here, but hopefully it's not going to be too bad. Everyone is allowed to go through here without worry or concern. And then we need to deconstruct this gas vent and this pipe. So I won't queue anything else. Make sure that they're all focused on doing that. Here it comes. Natural gas. Yeah, so why is that not powered anyway? Is it because we have the switch off, or...? Oh, I see. Yeah, it's because everything relies on the same power source. So we'll enable this building. Please don't tell me they're building pipes out of sandstone. Or copper, I mean. I just saw her pick up some copper. Oh, the gas vents are made out of copper. Is that always the case? Let's see. Yeah. We should have made it out of iron. Let's do that instead. Any situation where we're using copper and we could instead use iron, I think we should use the iron instead. In most games, I would say the other way. But in this game, copper seems far more useful than iron. Probably the first game I think I've ever played where that is the case. Almost always copper is less useful than iron. Like, I mean, obviously not in electronics, right? But in general, iron is typically pretty important. Okay, please don't stand there. All right, there we go. Okay, so is the system running the stuff now? No, because this gas vent is also overpressure. Well, we could, I mean, I guess we could, like, create just another pump up here to just pump gases straight up and then just exit it right here, and then the deodorizer should clean it up and whatnot. And I mean, you'd think the oxygen would eventually flow up here, you know what I mean? But it's just too full around here. Yeah, it's just too much. Not enough pressure, I don't think. So I guess we'll plan that out next, because we got to get this up and running. So if we pump the polluted oxygen right up here, that doesn't really help us out that much. It does get it next to the deodorizer so it can become clean air, but the problem is we need to get the air into our normal facility over here. So either way we're looking at it, it looks like it's just going to be a long, a long pipe that we have to run into our base. So I guess we'll get that started. And I think it would make a lot of sense to actually have it be right here. Because the polluted oxygen from here should be pushing up into this area, but it doesn't really because there's already quite a lot of gas right here anyway, right? So I'm thinking if we put a gas pump right here, pull this air out, including from this area too, which would be nice. Pull this air out. It should always be clean because no matter what, it's got to come nearby either of these two deodorizers. And then we can just pipe basically straight out over here. I don't even think we need a filter, so I'm not going to put one in. That may come and bite us in about 10 cycles or so, but I think that's not a bad plan. Would be nice if I could build it right there. It says it could, but we know it doesn't work, so it's fine. Yeah, I think this has to be the spot right here. The alternative would be up here, but yeah, I think the thing is we're gonna need to pull air from right here. It would also be a good idea probably to have both of these become airflow tiles instead. And hopefully this number of deodorizers works. I might actually put another one right here too, just to be on the extra safe side, you know what I mean? We'll also Once this one's up and running, I'll take this granite piece out temporarily, and we'll put another airflow tile right there too, just to ensure basically that airflow is coming through here. We might even mine that out if possible. It's unreachable. So we'll do that and see what this looks like here soon. This is ready to go, I guess. So yeah, we can, let's see, disable the coal generator. Don't need that anymore. Although, maybe the slickster would like it. Yeah, he's looking for food right now. And then what is this? Oh yeah, this system is to pull chlorine gas out, right? Yeah, they're both looking for food, but the natural gas generators are running again, so and they'll need to run for a little bit longer. Yeah, surprising how we go back and forth between having like crazy amounts of carbon dioxide in the base to having like 0 of it. So we'll disable this building, not deconstruct it for now. I don't think it's doing anything by remaining on, but we'll do that. Right. So part of the problem here could be that we leave this mechanized airlock open. So I'm going to set this back to auto because we do have quite a bit of carbon dioxide right here. It might have fallen from our base and then just made its way down here. There's actually a lot of... Yeah, so that might be where a lot of our carbon dioxide is going. So we'll close that. Yeah, because like while they're sleeping right now, all the carbon dioxide from them existing down here... What is Harold doing? Expressing themselves instead of sleeping? Come on, buddy. Yeah. Now he has slime lung and he's tired and hungry. I think does it automatically? Oh, we don't have any medical packs. Is there a way to make it so that we always have like X number? I don't think that's the case, but let's build like 24 or something. Oh, we have plenty of balm lily and phosphorate, so. Okay. Oh, so they were able to reach that. Because they were able to step over here. So let's cancel that. He's going to build out of wood. Crazy goon. It's going to build these out of copper, so instead of doing that, let's do iron. In fact, probably cancel this here in a minute too and redo that as iron as well, just to try to build up our supplies of copper a little bit more. Fossils. Oh, yeah, that's right. Fossils become magma. Fossils also become sedimentary rock. Diamond into an ancient specimen becomes a fossil. It's a very firm construction material, I guess. I don't know. Would you guys build your house out of a fossil? Maybe if you're a caveman. Yeah, hopefully they're able to get enough food. I don't know if that's a problem or not. Quite a few still coming in here, but yeah, it looks like it's pretty much full other than that, so... I don't know, that's gonna be enough, but... closing this door should help out. And I think soon it will be time to get rid of this oxygen diffuser. Very soon. Once we get this system up and running here. So, deconstruct this. Deconstruct this. Lyra's freaking out. What's wrong with her? It's sparkle streaking is what's wrong with her. Okay. What is it? What did it say? Baling. Oh no. Layra is one of them, guys. A sparkle streaker. What does the world come to? There we go. Do not build it out of... I gotta watch that before I build everything here. Ventilation. Yeah, sandstone sounds perfect. So... hopefully we can do that. If not, might just come over here, actually. Igneous rock? No, sandstone is fine. Yeah, so, stupid long pipe. I guess that's fine. Actually, no, it's not fine. We want to make sure it doesn't go into... Because, oh yeah, a gas pipe... Well, I guess that could have still worked, but let's just fix it anyway. Where do we want to exit it? I think exiting it right up here is going to be okay. And I guess we could always move it later on if we decide that's not good. And the vent's being built out of iron too, so perfect. So they have their task for the day. And then we'll build this as well. Yeah, not out of wood, please. Some of this must... Yeah, that's right. A lot of this is built out of wood. This ladder is built out of wood. Partially. Yeah, so I think... Just go straight down here. And honestly, we'll probably want to dig out all of this. So we'll just plan on doing that for now. Yeah, there we go. And we'll take out this as well in the future because we're going to have a little floor that goes over here. And this will be like, maybe this will be the entrance or something like that. I'm not sure. Lot nicer, I think, to be able to get in here if we need to, than having to go... Well, actually, we probably don't want to approach from this side because then natural gas and other gases from the base will be exposed down here. Yeah, never mind. I don't want to do that. Obviously, I have to mine out all of this, of course, too. Just trying to think of how I want everything to look, you know what I mean? Eventually we gotta tap into this water too, but we actually don't really need water at all right now. We could probably begin some, like, regular researches. Like a spice grinder? Sure. A water fort? Sure. I guess we can't queue more than one, so we'll just do one at a time, I guess. They're unable to reach this. That makes sense, actually. So, alright, I guess we have the good stuff. We can even make iron ore to iron, which was not an option in the past. Or, I mean, iron to steel, I mean. So, let's, undiscovered ingredients. Oh, because we have to make the iron first. Okay, gotcha. So, make one, and we'll see what happens. Kind of surprised it's taking so long for this battery to fill. Is that surprising? I think it is. Oh, wow. It's draining super fast to do this. Ooh, boy. Well, generators are going to kick on here shortly. It's kind of crazy to think all of this effort that we have. And it's like, yeah, barely keeping up with a single refinery thing going on here. So here we go. Yeah, 10 kilograms of water at about 30 degrees Celsius higher. Actually, 32 degrees Celsius higher. So yeah, really do want to be careful with the water, but luckily it's going to be right at home in our hot water tank. I'm really glad we built the hot water tank. I think the reason why we had the water drained was because I wanted to change out all of these tiles with insulated ones, but oh well. We didn't do that. Still says they're looking for food, so they are still having trouble. Should be capturing carbon dioxide. There is some in here. I mean, I guess we could put them in there temporarily just to eat, but then they'll just, you know, crap oil, basically. So we did change that filter, right? Yeah, crude oil. Yeah, and then this can be sealed up, I think, for the final time. Hopefully we don't have to come back in here for a while. Maybe I didn't understand how this system works. Oh no, yeah, I do. It's splitting it between the two, between both of these systems. So as long as we don't use our water refinery too often, I think that should be fine. But yeah, I'm starting to think maybe in the future it would make more sense to actually just have it go straight to this water source and then straight back out. I mean, yeah, not sure. All of the, well, nearly all of the food poisoning has gone from our water source now, but it's also significantly hotter water. So eventually we're going to have to look at systems to cool things down. So let's see. We'll build this out of iron. Little gas pump right here. Gas pipe. Goes straight over here and then up. Alternatively, I guess we could come across like this and then up into it. But I think it's fine for now. And then we'll get some power wire. Yeah, I think we can just straight up pump it. Yeah, it would be nice if we could connect this to like a automation system. Something like that. Well, actually, don't we have like a gas container or something? Design building hookups to get gas resources circulating properly. Oh, we could even get an insulated gas pipe too. Yeah. Yeah, connects to an automation grid to automatically turn gas flow on or off. Drains gas canisters into gas pipes. Transit tube. I'm not sure what any of that is. Gas reservoir. Stores any gas resources piped into it. So that would actually be ideal. Oh my gosh. Okay. So how does this thing work again? So yeah, it just stores gases, stores 1,000 kilograms of it. Reservoirs cannot receive manually delivered resources, so you can't manually deliver anything to it, but that would be a good idea. So, because I'm trying to think, like, I just don't want basically like this whole thing to be full of natural gas. You know what I mean? Because at some point we're gonna have to open it up, and then it's just gonna leak an insane amount of natural gas, right? So I was trying to think it would be really nice if we could get this to just take gas when it needs it, right? Gas intake pipe. Yeah, it only uses like 100 grams per second when it's in use. So it's like hardly, basically nothing. You know what I mean? So the problem is I really just don't want that much gas to be there. But I don't know if a reservoir would help. You know what I mean? Like maybe this is actually not something that's helpful. Because it also doesn't say it has any like automation or anything. Let's just look up gas. Radiant gas pipe is pretty cool to allow natural gases or gases to like chill. So I guess we could run gas pipes like through the cold area, you know what I mean, and have it chill the gas if we wanted to. Maybe that's the means of doing that. Yeah, so a gas pipe element sensor. That checks the temperature. I don't know. Not exactly seeing what we want here. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, so okay, so there's a gas shutoff right here. So connect to an automation grid to automatically turn gas flow on or off. So we could have like improved ventilation. So let's get started with that thing then. This might be useful for us. I don't know if let's just like cancel all this for now. I'm not sure if we can hook that up to like this gas pump here or not. I think things normally say whether or not they can connect to an automation grid. Yeah, signal switches turn grids on. Yeah. Makes sense. Sends a green. I wonder if a timer sensor might be the solution. Creates a timer to send green signals and then red signals for specific amounts of time. Yeah, I don't really know. Well, let them let them research that and then come back to the issue, I guess. Right, we do need a power wire connected to this component. We'll do that out of copper, of course. We're not savages here, guys. So that'll come in, and then, yeah, so it should start outputting whatever's on this tile, which should be just oxygen, juicy slime lung infested oxygen, but it is what it is. It just occurred to me that this can't be just regular sandstone. This has got to be airflow. So, X is to deconstruct. I don't know what I was thinking with this. I don't know. Maybe it's just too much of a hassle to figure all that out, and just maybe it'd just be better to pipe it in and be done with it. I don't know. Really don't know. Maybe we don't need a battery here at all. I'm trying to remember why I even have the battery here to begin with. It's like maybe we could just get rid of this thing. You know what I mean? Because the jumbo battery loses power, I think, at a faster rate than the smart batteries anyway. Yes, maybe we don't need that. Are we able to make this iron now? Okay, so we do know that iron is part of the conversion, but there's still also an ingredient that we're not sure about. We also need a crap ton of lime. We have 40 kilograms, and it uses 10 per per smelt, whatever you want to call it. Per steel, let's see, how much does it make? Probably, yeah, 100 kilograms. So it says it uses refined carbon. Okay, so the game is letting us know. All right. So we will need lime. I think the pokey shells create that, so now I'm starting to regret my decision of not getting one of those. I mean, there's some in the wild that we can go grab if we need it, but if we superheat coal, we can get refined carbon that way. If we superheat resin, we can also get some refined carbon. Oh, and then a kiln creates refined carbon too. I see. Yeah, we haven't done any kiln stuff. Maybe we could create a kiln right now, because we could just convert wood straight up to refined carbon. Yeah. I guess we never created a kiln, huh? I know we were looking at one a long time ago, but I guess we never actually built one. Fires clay to produce ceramic and coal or wood to produce refined carbon. Yeah, I think we were I was thinking about it mentally as like to produce ceramics, and we just didn't. I couldn't find any use for ceramics at the time, but apparently this thing gets quite hot. Okay, good to know. We'll put it right here then. And then maybe make it out of iron. I don't think we need this jumbo battery. I'm going to deconstruct this for now, and we'll actually put it right where this thing is. Let's see what our printable is. We have plenty of Joya seeds. Can we actually get this thing out now? Oh yeah, we can. Perfect. Might not be a bad idea to mine all this stuff out too. Let's try to clean this area up too. Since they're so bored after all, you know what I mean? She's still freaking out. She's a psychopath, man. What is Sparkle streaking, man? Really don't want to find out. Alright, so we've got the... Yeah, Atmos sensor... Wait, what... Oh yeah, when gas pressure enters the chosen range. So I wonder... Yeah, so I guess we could control... Like, tell, like, certain pumps not to run if there's not enough gas, you know what I mean? Might be a good way to shut things down, like, prematurely. But actually... let's see, I guess maybe it's under ventilation. Ah, yeah, here it is. Gas shut off. Connects to an automation grid to automatically turn gas flow on or off. Does use power. And it has automatic inputs to open or close the pipe. Right? Yeah, because it uses a gas intake and output. Okay, so that would help. I'm just trying to think of... Just trying to think of... Maybe that wouldn't help. I'm trying to think, like, if I put this in line somewhere, like, what area would it check? You know what I mean? So, like, if I put it, like, you know, say, right here or something. Which I just now realized, yeah, this thing's running nonstop, too. What else is it? Oh, okay, polluted oxygen is getting through, too. So these two deodorizers aren't able to keep up. So maybe the issue is we need to not use that as an airflow tile. Because it's not that polluted oxygen is coming out through here. It's definitely coming up into here. So I think if we restrict the flow to have to come through here instead, we should be better off. But yeah, if we like put it like right next to the gas range, what tile would it look at? Or like even if we put it like maybe a little bit further along, like right here, say. What tile would we look at to prevent the vast majority of this pipe from being full, you know? I don't know. Maybe it would be like right here, and then there'd be a single pipe right here that it monitors. And if this is empty, then draw up some gas. I don't know. But then even if that happens, then the gas basically comes all the way through here, and it just fills these pipes completely, and then it tells it to stop. You know what I mean? So it's like, does that even really help us at all at that point? I don't think it does. I don't know. I really don't know. All right, so we are getting gas in here now. I think it's time to disable this building first, and then we'll... Actually, not that one. This one. We'll disable it first, and then... Oh, look at that! Dream journals! Hand-scrawled amount of pajama-induced urines. Can be analyzed using the somnium synthesizer. Okay, so... Activate. It says it's fueled by oxygen. Do we have to actually pump oxygen to it? Creates a crap ton of light. Wow. Is it running? I don't know. It does say it has 5 kilograms of oxygen still. So, are they just going to bring stuff over to it and then that'll happen? I don't know. Or maybe it's just because there is no oxygen going to it, so it doesn't turn on. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Oh nope, she's actually bringing it down right now. So you get a few for free, maybe. 2 dream journals. Okay, 2 kilograms of dream journal. Sorry, not 2. 2,000 kilograms, or 2 kilograms of dream journal. I don't know what it's gonna do. Might need power too, honestly, right? Nope. That's creepy. Doesn't need any power. But it will analyze the dream journals. Alright. These guys are still actually looking for food, so we might have to temporarily, like, move them down or something like that. I don't know. I'm starting to think maybe this, just because I can't figure out how we would get it to work. You know what I mean? Oh, a high pressure gas vent might be nice. Oh, we need plastics for that. Oh. Okay. Well, how do you make plastics? Yes, we know what they are, but plastic manufacturing. You need first fossil fuels, which we do have. So I guess it would be a polymer press. Do we already have a polymer press? No. So it requires plastic manufacturing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to think maybe we just hook it up and be done with it. I mean, I guess we can try to use one anyway, just so that if we figure it out. I mean, obviously that's going to be the way we have to figure it out, right? We have to. Oh, a gas meter valve. Connects to an automation grid to automatically turn gas flow off when the specified amount has passed through it. So that would be, yeah, let an exact amount of gas pass through before shutting off. That would be perfect. But that also uses plastics and refined metal. I thought we had... Isn't iron considered a refined metal? Right. Yeah, it is a refined metal. So maybe we were just using it for something. Maybe we just need to queue the task again. Because this should be creating what? Yeah, 100 kilograms of refined metal. And what was that thing called? It's under ventilation rate. Yeah, gas meter valve. This would be perfect. My only question is can we hook this up to a gas pump? Oh yeah, they do have automation inputs. Okay. Well, yeah, I think that'll work. So we'll just have the gas pump be right here. The gas, let's see, what is it called again? Gas meter valve right here, and then have it, actually we could just have it like right here, and then just have the automation wire connect from right here to here. And then basically, as soon as, what is it? How much does it use per use? 100 grams per second. So maybe we'd want like 2 kilograms of gas to come in. And then that would be it. Now the question is, how does this trigger the need for gas to flow to begin with? Does this also hook up to automation? Oh, it does. Yeah, green. Oh no. Actually, that's not what we want it to do. It's just to enable the building. Oh, I guess we could. Ooh, we could send. We could use a signal switch. We could put a signal switch like right next to the stove, flip it on. Yeah, it would send a green signal. Yeah, to. We could send a green signal to. Yeah, we could send. Yeah, so we could use a signal switch, right? Send a green signal to this building. This building begins to run, goes into the gas meter valve, and then the gas meter valve, once it's allowed a certain amount of gas through, it then tells the system to shut off. I don't know if it's going to work out as well as I want it to. Maybe I'm overcomplicating it too, but okay, we have at least a couple theories. Things to try. So, I guess we could probably begin digging over there to that. We should also probably sweep all this stuff up. No, they're starving. Yeah, we might have to, I really don't want to do this, but we might have to move them down there and then mop up the mess, you know what I mean? So let's do that. So they don't die. Kind of crazy how we have so little carbon dioxide, you know? So these two things are running constantly. Oh yeah, we got to put this thing back. Whoops. That's high priority. Because, yeah, nasty air is getting into our base. For some reason, I keep forgetting about this whole project. Oh, yeah, so now even this one's running. So, not ventilation, but oxygen overlay. Yeah, tons of polluted oxygen are actually kind of making it over here. So let's get another one of these, too, right next to this. Hopefully they can get this done before night hits. I don't know. Yeah. No, you're joking, right? They're not going to be able to get everything done, I don't think. Oh. Hurry up, Camille. Nisbet. Oh, okay, cool. They got it done. Phew. All right. Oh, no, they're not going to supply it. Oh, God. Get this done right now. Okay, they're getting it. Whew. All right. Okay. That should keep us going. I don't know. And there's still a lot of polluted oxygen. Wow. Yeah, still quite a lot. Yeah. Nasty. But the amount of gas right here is quite high. So I'm going to... Well, let's make sure that it's all clean air first. So let's watch it for a little bit. It's looking a lot better now, huh? Yeah, so I think between the two of these, they're making it so no polluted stuff comes in from over here. We'll actually mine this. Yeah, because we could use a bit of slime. Yeah, temperatures down here are pretty good, so I think we can continue to do this. Actually, they haven't done it since we told them to. Oh, because the building is why did I disable the building? It's weird. Let's get some refined carbon. I think using wood is ideal. Yeah, because we're actually still growing wood, so it'd be nice to actually use some of this stuff. Yeah, so we'll make refined carbon. That'll be good. Gets quite hot, which is fine. This area is far away from other things, which might care. Maybe we should consider insulated tiles down here, though, too. We don't want them right here because we want to make sure that heat comes into this room. But we also don't want these machines to overheat is the issue, so... I originally kind of designed putting them here because I was hoping that thermal runaway would occur. It does kind of happen a little bit. Like, there are pockets here where it is 50 degrees Celsius, so it's definitely better than what we were doing in the past, but... interestingly, they have not found any food down here. So, just move them down here, I guess. I thought there was plenty. Oh, there's more of it right here. I see. There was wood down here? What the heck? It says insufficient oxygen generation, but we'll be the judge of that. I think we're doing pretty good. So occasionally a little bit of polluted oxygen comes in. Yeah. Oh, that's actually carbon dioxide. That's not a problem. Yeah. Right? Yeah, carbon dioxide. Okay, so yeah, actually I think we're good. This one's not even running that often, so yeah, these two are definitely able to keep up with anything that comes in over here. Sweep. Says storage. Oh, I see. And we should be able to tap into this soon too. If we need extra oxygen, I guess we could keep an eye on that. But yeah, I think we're good. I mean, this is about as good as it gets right here. Okay, so they got their fill. They deleted all of that stuff. There's a bit of carbon dioxide in their actual home too, so let's relocate at least one of them over there. Let's have, we'll just tactically deploy our slickster basically where we need to get rid of carbon dioxide, I guess. I'm really not too sure why these guys are, just two of these guys are able to keep up with like all of the demands of, or like all of our carbon dioxide output, you know what I mean? It seems different from how it was in the past, at least. I mean, we were always having problems, I feel like, with carbon dioxide, and I remember looking at the slickster's information thinking like, man, we're going to need like 24 of these slicksters in order to keep up with carbon dioxide in the base, but things changed, I guess. The natural gas is like way more efficient than the coal generator, obviously. Maybe that alone was enough to like completely offset our needs, but I don't know, it seems like the math ain't mathin', you know what I mean? So yeah, our only issue now with this metal refinery is that we need to get more. Okay, so I'm like definitely an idiot, right? We should have just piped it right from here into the system. Yeah, I'm an idiot. we we did all of this completely unnecessary when it could have just been 2 pipes. Oh, jeez. Okay, so let's deconstruct this liquid bridge. This is embarrassing, actually. This is terrible, man. Because we have the liquid filter. It's actually perfect because we have the liquid filter right here. But it sounds like, at least according to Rax, any liquid can be used as coolant. So it doesn't matter, really, what liquid comes in from this thing. If it just heads straight into the refinery, then it gets outputted and goes right back into the refinery. So, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, man. I feel like I designed this part with this in mind, and I just forgot, maybe? Because it's, like, perfect, you know what I mean? Maybe I didn't, I don't know, but... it seems pretty good, you know, just a couple wires right here, a couple pipes right here, I mean. Alright. So, deconstruct this as well. I'll fix this stupid, silly mistake. Yeah, that's fine. So then, let's do that one for now. Okay, and then that, but not that. Deconstruct. There we go. Okay, so that should be better, and then all we have to do is turn it on. Yeah, should be fine. Hopefully it drains into this system first before it heads up here. I guess we'll find out here in a second. Perfect. Okay, it splits it, that's right. So that's yet another kind of problem, is that... Yeah, because it goes just straight in, so... Turn that off for now. It almost kind of looks like maybe we need a second... or maybe it does just simply make sense to have a liquid pump in here and have the input, you know, the output go to the input and this go up here or right here or something like that. I guess a liquid valve would also work. Like, I'm guessing there's also an automation system where, like, if we had like a liquid sensor installed right here and it sent red to like a liquid shutoff valve, it could actually close the valve entirely and prevent liquid from coming in here. Maybe that's something that exists. Converts plastic monomers into raw plastic. Well, what is a plastic monomer? Organic compounds that can be processed into plastics. We can use petroleum, resin, or nectar. Okay. Where does nectar come from? Lightly concentrated solution of sucrose dissolved in water. Okay, so sugar water. Petroleum is... this is what comes out of... Let's see. Crude oil stuff, right? Oh, wow. If we get a molten slickster, we can actually create petroleum at a decent rate too, but it also uses carbon dioxide. But yeah, otherwise we have to use 6 tons per day in order to make 3,000 kilograms of petroleum, along with a bit of natural gas. So we need a ton of crude oil. Or eventually we might get a molten slickster from one of these guys. Alright, so mop this up, please. And I guess we could probably put him back here. I'm not sure if there's enough carbon dioxide to keep things going here. Maybe just leave him down here for a bit. Since we don't really have a need for carbon dioxide, right? Carbon dioxide recycling, so to speak. Looks like we got another dash of salt vine seeds, so I'm going to plant that. Looks like we got multiple more. Get some salt going, I guess. How much salt do we have? $65 kilograms. So... yeah, actually none of these things use salt, do they? What is salt used for? I thought it was used for food, but... maybe not. Yeah, we don't need it to make bleach stone. Oh, yeah, that's right. We need to crush it into table salt. Right. But then again, I don't think table salt was one of the ingredients either. So what is that used for? Oh, I see. They use table salt automatically in addition to their meal. Okay. So, yeah, that's probably a good thing to have, right? It also recreates some sand for us, too, which is probably going to be at least somewhat useful. We do use it for our deodorizers. So there is that. We can also get iron ore. Oh yeah, if we find rust, but yeah, it looks like the application that we're most interested in, really the only one that we're interested in, well, rock crushing it into table salt, but then also, yeah, deoxidizing rust, if we find it, would be pretty nice to do too. So let's crush some salt. We don't actually have enough salt. Never mind. Good talk, as they say in the industry. Good talk. Apparently the Dasha salt vines use fertilization, huh? Oh yeah, that's right, they use sand, okay. So wait, it says they use, how much sand? 7 kilograms per cycle of sand. And then they produce 65 kilograms of salt. So how long does it take to harvest? Yeah, how long does it take to harvest it? Because, oh yeah, it says it takes 6 cycles. So is it 6 cycles? So 6 times, what was it, 7, right? 6 times 7 kilograms. So 42 kilograms per cycle, and then or 42 kilograms per harvest, and then we get 65 kilograms per harvest of salt. And then if we crush that, we actually get more sand out of it. Plus a little bit of table salt. So yeah, so it does, it appears to, unless my math is bad, I'm using the wrong numbers, it appears as though we will never run out of sand keeping these things fertilized. So I'm gonna operate under that assumption. Maybe we should keep an eye on sand, but I think we have a crap ton of it. 77 tons of sand. Yeah, we're fine. We'll just let the game run. That's a lot of sand. Speaking of sand, let's just knock that sand out. All right, I kind of want to try that experiment. Let me just check the ventilation one more time. No, polluted oxygen is still making its way in. Actually, in pretty high quantities, too. So maybe we need yet another deodorizer, huh? Because the problem is definitely coming from over here. Gosh, maybe we should have put a filter in. The one time I don't put a filter in, the game's like, okay, we got you now, man. This is perfect, though. Yeah, I don't even know if we need, yeah, I'm going to take out this oxygen diffuser. This is done for. I think even this diffuser could probably go in the future, too. Let's disable it for now. We can start conserving algae, basically. That's kind of a big win. I don't really know what else we would use algae for, but the constant threat of like, hey, you're running out of algae was pretty annoying, so I'm kind of glad to get rid of that. Might be time to poke a hole into this and get this water to drain down here, too. So I'm going to look at beginning that. Since they seem to be so bored, you know what I mean, after all. Let's mine this liquid ice out. And I kind of want to mop this water, too. Do we have enough space up here? Yeah, we have plenty of space for water. Let's mop water there. Perfect. Yeah, it's cold. Careful. So they have to actually do this number. And then they should be able to come down here. But I don't really want to do that right now. Well, we could use the sleet wheat grain right away, right? Yeah, we could. 10 units would create a pepper bread, which is a huge boost to morale. Wow. Yeah, it's a luxury for sure. We don't make lettuce yet. I remember lettuce being a pain. Might be a while before we actually do that. Spicy tofu. We don't actually know what we need. Oh well, tofu. Yeah, I wonder what the other ingredient is. That also uses pinch of pepper nuts, so I'm glad we are harvesting that now. Frost bun. Frost bun. I'm guessing that would be sleet wheat as well. Like somehow we would convert that into a bun. Looks like we already made the refined carbon. We've got 500 kilograms of it. So, yeah, let's do like. Is there no way to like do a bunch of it? And then how do we make plastics again? It's using nectar, petroleum, and then I think something else that we cannot. A resin, nectar, and yeah, petroleum. I think we do have a means of creating resin, don't we? No. Apparently the egg cracker creates a bit of resin every time. So do we have resin? No. Why did it say the egg cracker creates resin? Oh, is it only shine bugs? Is that why? Guess it's only the bugs. But I'm pretty sure we've cracked a few of those before. We should also be crushing the lime all the time, too. I guess we don't have that as a thing, so I'll just turn that on. They should be doing that constantly, I think. I don't think there's any reason to keep eggshells normally. Let's double check that, too. Yeah. There's no other reason to keep it. You create lime with it. So I can't remember why we turned that off. Maybe we were busy and we just couldn't do it at the time. Something like that. Okay. Well, things are looking pretty good. It's a lot of natural gas down here now, but it is what it is. Luckily, we shouldn't have to come in here again until the next time we need to. And actually, this is now outputting the gases properly. Perfect. So eventually, over time, this room should become a vacuum during the next time that this that our propane goes dormant in 37 cycles. Obviously, some days after that, because it will drain the natural gas from the room, and then it will also drain all the other gases out of the room too. So eventually, this area should become more like a vacuum, which would be great. Not a complete vacuum, of course, because we do still have polluted oxygen being created out here. But it should get there for the most part. So we do have 3 of them running, and they are running pretty constantly. So that looks to be the magic number, too. Because that is all clean-ish oxygen with slime lung in it. And carbon dioxide, right? Yep. Perfect. Not perfect. Okay. So yeah, apparently polluted oxygen can also still make it through these deodorizers as well. So we'll have yet another one here. So I guess when you convert to using free oxygen, right? You have this as a side effect. And actually, now that I look at this carefully too, this room is running out of air as well. So we're going to mine this out. We'll let that drain and then see what happens. Obviously, we have another one right here too, so... yeah. We should be able to mine straight across this line to allow at least some of that to come in as well. And then obviously we can tap into other areas too. Originally we created this as like a oxygen, like you have to have a mask and everything like that, but I think we could actually probably use the oxygen from here as well too, and omit the use of the oxygen mask dock. Maybe we would have the oxygen mask dock like right here instead, going into this room. In fact, we'll uproot this pinch of peppernut plant. And then I think we'll probably plan on doing that in the future. Obviously, in order to do that, we would have to have another system up here that's powered and whatnot. So it's not going to be anything that we're doing anytime soon. Let's see. We created this out of copper originally, but in the future, it's all going to be iron. So... yeah, we can at least have that as an option. So I think having the oxygen mask checkpoint up here to go in here is probably going to be ideal in the future when we have, like, you know, obviously a lot of pinch of pepper nuts. Eventually we'd like to get up there. I don't know. Oh, yeah, because there's nothing I see. So if we create... some sandstone like this should be good. And they should be able to knock out all of this as well. What are we digging here? Oh, the iron ore, right. Oh yeah, and then we used igneous rock. I think that's probably a better idea. Okay. Yeah, because there should be a lot of... oh, there's some salt already. Nice. Oh, I guess we didn't have a third seed. Okay, well, it's queued there at least. Interestingly, if you still have a seed while you're queuing it, I guess you could just queue everything in advance. Good to know. Can't do it anymore, but that's okay. Construct that wire, get a little bit of copper back. Automation wires might as well, now that I think about it. Yeah, weight plates too. Yeah, sends a green signal when an object or duplicate is placed on top of it, but only if it's at least 10 kilograms. Interesting. I still don't know exactly when that would be useful, but we will definitely grab the copper. Definitely not going to say no to that. Free copper is quite nice. Can we get to that? Just make sure that we can. Where is our... oh, yeah, okay, he's over here still. There's nothing over there. He's made a bit of a mess over here. We'll move him back over here, I think. We also do need to make sure we keep up on mopping this while he's outside of his chamber. I wonder... I mean, I guess... yeah, I suppose you could just, like, open a hole right here and then just, like, drop him down here. I guess there'd be no issue with doing that. Obviously, getting him back out would be a pain. We would probably want to lock this door, too. Yeah, kind of a mess to have to do it this way, but it did get rid of all the carbon dioxide in this room. So that's good. Right now, there is no means of getting the carbon dioxide out of this room. So you, buddy, can come over. Maybe we just have you come down here. It's chlorine gas. Come down here, I suppose, too. This is the lowest point right now. That's right. We didn't want to do that because this is now the lowest point again. Well, we can seal it off again when we have everything done down here. In fact, are we doing that right now? Maybe that's the last thing we want to do here. That's right. We wanted to get the... Oh, no, that's right. We need plastics for it first. Which we do not create in any way, shape, or form, right? Petroleum, resin, and nectar. And I don't think we're ready to make petroleum, sadly. Yeah, and then it's just the bugs. That's it. Okay. Maybe we could do a bit of petroleum. Apparently if we find the gunk, we can make petroleum and then sulfur out of it. But for the most part, it looks like... Oh, crude oil just burned becomes petroleum as well. It's interesting. Or not burned, but like superheated. Yeah, how do we create it though? Yeah, it's just crude oil and then, yeah, molten sixter is alright at doing it. Well, I guess it's about the same as an oil refinery. Well, I guess, and it also just uses carbon dioxide, so petroleum, I guess, is going to be pretty convenient, not a convenient, but like a pretty important like late game resource. 6 tons of crude oil, though. Yeah, I mean, like look at how much we've made so far in the whole game. You know what I mean? It's like enough to make like a little bit of petroleum. It's like not even worth really, doing at this point. So maybe, maybe somewhere in the open world will actually find like, an oil vent. Texas tea. Maybe. Yeah, so that's kind of sad. So that means we have no means of, well, using the refined carbon, of course, but then also, what did we need the plastics for to begin with? Something important. I can't remember. We needed it to make certain things. Probably. Oh yeah, we need it for the gas meter valve. Yeah. Oh, that's why. That we're coming back to it full circle. So yeah, we can't. I can't do that unless. Drat. Yeah. So what we have to do, we have to, for now, run a pipe over here with just straight natural gas and just have like a crap ton of it in here because we have no way of restricting the amount of gas that comes in. trying to think if there's any other way that we could restrict the amount of gas coming into this. Like maybe having it be a separate room? No, I don't think there is. I mean, we can just put a switch in. You know what I mean? It's not ideal, but it's better than nothing, I guess. So let's put a switch in right here. Hook it up right there, and then oh, that is the output. Okay, that's fine then. I like the power wires to be in line with the piping. A little bit more aesthetically pleasing, I guess you could say. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll have to do that. So, deconstruct this. That's all going to get mined. So let's build a temporary ladder going up here. Then we'll wall this off, and eventually when we're fully done building everything in here, then we'll also knock down this wall. And then seal it off. People are allowed to go in here, so that's fine. As long as this is a wall, I think it's okay. In fact, we might need this wall to go away temporarily, but we'll see if they're able to get it all done. Let's just set all this for mining. Or wait, no, can't do that yet. Crap. Alright, whatever. get it back up and running here in a second. Like them to get all this done before we wrap things up, so at least we have a gas range. We got to have at least one win in an episode, right? I mean, things are going really well, honestly. I don't have any reason to complain, frankly. We've got a lot of new stuff coming in. We're going to have table salt, which I see no reason... Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, we can set that to forever anyway, because, yeah, we want them to do that all the time anyway. But, yeah, it's going to take a long time before we get enough salt. So the Dasha salt vine doesn't actually create a whole lot, does it? Oh, it does produce 65 kilograms per harvest. Okay, so, yeah, a few plants will get us quite a bit of table salt over time. So that's good. And then, yeah, cool. We also cleared out the eggshells, too. So, yeah, I mean, things are doing good. Looks like we lost our creature over here. When I was paying attention. You guys probably caught that. Yeah, he definitely passed on. Probably in one of his least pleasant ways. Least enjoyable ways. So, tragic. But yeah, he's gone now. So we could probably come in here to continue the analysis for a brief moment. But again, I'm not even sure really, like, when do we actually need this much chlorine gas? You know what I mean? Can't even think of a time. Can't even think when that would be. Like I said, if you just need a little bit of chlorine, just drop a thing of bleach stone, you know what I mean? Just place it like right here and be done with it. Create more chlorine than you know what to do with. Yeah, I'm thinking it would probably be a good idea to have, yeah, the oxygen mask be over into this area, you know what I mean? Like we could just... just wall this off, although we'll probably want to deconstruct all this automation stuff, you know what I mean? I don't know if they can even reach any of this, but we'll assume that they can. They might be able to. If they can't... Well, actually, yeah, they... I don't know if they can reach or not. So let's... do that. There's some refined copper up here, too. Probably from deconstructing things. So, yeah, eventually we'll want to sweep out basically everything that's over here when we're done with it. I suppose we could leave this on auto harvest. It seems to be growing. I don't know if it's going to grow for much longer. But we'll set it on there, I guess. Doesn't hurt anything by doing that. Might be a time to drain this thing, too. This is going to be a nasty job when someone has to do this. Truly nasty. Let's do that as well. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be really disgusting. Maybe we'll do that too, in addition to getting the natural gas up and running. Seems like maybe we overloaded them with the number of tasks, because they're not able to keep up. Stress is beginning to build on Max only. It's because he's got nasty lungs. Today's net stress is actually not really rising that much. So this must be a problem that's occurred over a long time. We're not making nearly enough food anymore. But that might be okay when we get this up and running. Is there anything we can make right away? The pepper bread we'll be able to make one of, but for the most part we can't. Stuffed berries. Do we do anything with the gristleberry right now? Let me see. Yeah, bristleberry becomes gristleberry, and then this becomes... So you do use both of the grills. Okay, gotcha. That confirms it. So yeah, gristleberry becomes stuffed berries. Gotcha. Okay. So maybe we don't actually want to store... You know what? We don't want to store pinch of pepper nut over here. I'm starting to think maybe we have... Let's deconstruct this thing, and I'm thinking we have like a cooking materials storage right here. Because we definitely don't want pinch of pepper nut to be over here. Or gristleberry. Yeah, they must be pretty busy now. Yeah, we do have to keep... I did kind of forget that we do have to keep an eye out on oxygen. It seems like it's okay. And this is, yeah, fully solved now, as far as I can tell. Every time I look at it, though, we do see some polluted oxygen come through. But yeah, it looks like 3 of them for sure does it. Yeah, because there are like bouts of time where polluted oxygen seems to flood this area. But yeah, that's able to keep up, it looks like, just fine. And this is becoming more and more like a vacuum down here. So that seems pretty good. It would be probably a good idea to get this carbon dioxide out of here. I don't know of a good way to do that beyond just, like, poking a hole right here, you know what I mean? So I guess we'll do that. Oh, can they reach that right now, actually? Okay, yeah. And then the carbon dioxide will just fall down here, which is probably okay. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm actually, like, killing things down here or not. We might be. Would be nice to make that a little bit of food, maybe. There's a lot of sleepy grains. Like, why is it sometimes it's like 18 of them? Well, this is actually growing in carbon dioxide. So, okay, so carbon dioxide's not a problem for these guys. That's good to know. Hopefully chlorine is the same. It's super cold down here. We probably should get rid of the polluted water, though. Too much liquid, never mind. Sweep the ice at least out of the area. And I guess we could mine that out and then maybe mop it up afterwards. I don't know. Yeah, they're super busy right now. These guys are looking for food, so I'll tell you what. I know where you can go for some food. Wait, where's the other one? Oh, I see. Yeah, he needs to be relocated as well. Maybe we do just put him down here, honestly. But we need to seal that off before we do that. We don't want the oil to spill down here, I think. That'd be kind of a mess. Yeah, let's see. Let's just mine that out too. Oh, I forgot it's sand. Dude, no. I forgot it was sand. Had a little bit of a heart attack there. Are we allowed to build onto water liquid tiles? Let's see. Are we allowed to build onto water liquid tiles? Are we allowed to build onto liquid tiles? Let's find out. Tiles that are full of liquid. Seems like the answer is yes. Does it push the water up, or does that water just get vaporized? Okay. Yeah, so we do have to be a little bit careful here. When I do that one, it's also gonna fall. So let's do this first, and then we'll mine... Oh, we'll put a temporary wall right here, and then we'll mine this out, and then mine the next sand out. Did I do this in the wrong order? No. Oh, I did do it in the wrong order. Crap. Crap. Oh, yep. That's not what we wanted. That's unfortunate. Yeah, this whole thing's gonna drain. Okay. This is already a mess down here anyway. I'm starting to wonder if we just move these guys over here for now and be done with it. Crap, man. Can we mop this water before it gets... Oh, man. What a mess, dude. Keep mopping. Keep going. Keep going. Okay. You know, they're not doing a terrible job at keeping it going. Yeah, so not too bad. Oh my god, and then they yeah. Well, we knew it was gonna be a mess, that's why we decided to do it. Oil and liquid do not oil and water do not mix. As clearly demonstrated by the game. Yeah, that's just too much water, so we would have to mine out a little bit more in order to get that stuff out of here. But not terrible, actually. Not terrible. Okay, are we able to mop that stuff now? Still too much, huh? Okay. What a mess, man. It's gonna be a mess when we have to come back in here to get these guys out of here. Not much we can do about that. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to repurpose once we get this water out of here. Like repurpose this area into like a tank for oil, or have the tank be like right here or something, and then have the actual generators right here. You know what I mean? Something like that. Or the processors like right here, for example. Be a pretty good spot for it, I think. So I think I just decided what this area is going to be for. Let's get this created, and then... Man, what a mess. I don't know how I made the same mistake twice in a row there. Just not paying attention, clearly. Let's just make this out of granite, too, just to be on the safe side. And then, I guess we can spill this. Still too much. Wow. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. What a mess, man. But, do we... no, we still don't, because we were doing cleanup, and now they're on time out. Time off for the day. So we'll have to do that the next day. This is probably going to be a super long episode, but I definitely want to get at least a single win, right? I mean, I guess we did get the metal refinery win right at the start of the episode. That's a pretty good one. And honestly, we can't even really use the gas range. It's kind of sad. We should be able to when we get more gristleberries going. And now that we have, like, a ton of water, I think gristleberries makes a ton of sense. Frankly. So, we're going to draw up more water. I see no reason why we can't do that. How did sandstone get down here? Okay. One more time that we deconstruct this, go down here, and then sweep this up. Must have been the ladder. Yeah, it must have been the ladder. So we won't build a ladder. Yeah, so they're doing okay, but yeah, they're gonna probably run out of this carbon dioxide pretty dang quick, because it's no longer the lowest point is the issue, so a lot of it's coming down here. Good news, though, is a lot of the chlorine gas is also filtering down here, and it's not gonna come back out, you know what I mean? So that's an unexpected benefit of us just kind of doing this, I guess. Okay, we were able to queue up a little bit. which should allow us to get the rest of it, unless this fills up. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Okay, 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 okay. Bert's got it. I guess if as long as he's working on it, he can keep going. Perfect. Yes, absolutely perfect. Yeah, he's working on it. I like the face that they make when they're mopping stuff up. And it's literally just water, too. Like, no one likes to mop, ever. Definitely one of the things I learned when I worked at a restaurant when I was a kid. No one ever likes to mop. Okay. Looks like we've got it under control now, for the most part. I don't know where they're putting the water. They should be putting it right here, but haven't really been watching. It seems like everything is okay now. So back to our regularly scheduled program. So deconstruct this tile. This is going to be a problem again, too, when we do this. I'm trying to think of what the best approach is. I think what we do is we mine this, put a temporary wall here, and then mine that, and then mine... Yeah, that's what I think that's what I was planning on doing originally, wasn't it? I thought. Get this done here. I mean, yeah, we can't really use the gas range anyway. I'm really starting to think we may have to prioritize like getting the new farming area where we do mostly bristle blossom stuff. You know what I mean? For now, I think let's copy the settings. Wait, that's not the copy settings button. So let's see how this works. Water should not flow through this diagonal, I'm pretty sure, but we can mine through it. So it's kind of like a weird Dwarf Fortress like hack that you can use too, where you can just mine up a level and on a diagonal as well to allow like liquids to flow through or to flow down into like a chamber that you've created without like, you know, spilling yourself with magma. We're basically trying to do the same thing here. Perfect. And then we should be able to just put that granite in there and then cause the water to just disappear, right? Because I don't think it gets pushed up. Like, is the water, like, in the tile still? Oh. Don't see anything like that. I don't know, maybe it did get pushed up. Because we are seeing the amount rise. Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, so I guess it does get pushed up. And it just wasn't painfully obvious. Yeah, make sure the right one is being deconstructed. Do we have to do the same thing here again, too? Yeah, we do. So let's do that. Scary stuff, but we got it done. Right, so we're gonna put the the gas pump right here. There's a lot of other gases in here too, is what I just remembered. But I don't know, like, I don't know if we absolutely need, like, what will happen if the gas range gets different gas in? Will it just expel it? because that would be ideal. Okay. Yeah, deconstruct this, and then this one is sandstone, so we should not have to worry about that. Shouldn't have to. Right. Can't do that yet. Oh, what the heck? What's this water doing up here? I have no idea where that water came from. Kinda strange. Looks like we're able to keep up with our oxygen needs just fine, but then again, we don't know if we're running out of air over here. It does not appear as though we are. And we are tapping into this area now because there's no longer any carbon dioxide that's filling this air, so the air should be coming right out of the polluted water, heading up. We've got enough deodorizers to keep it clean. So I guess actually we did get quite a few wins in this episode. I'm downplaying it. We've got virtually limitless oxygen. We do still have one oxygen diffuser that runs half of the time, basically, as long as there's the need for, more air, basically, in general. But yeah, it seems like we're able to keep up with this just fine. And need I remind you, we have this whole area that could be tapped off, closed off, and then this would be the top of the base, so oxygen will not come up here either. So we're creating, I think, quite a lot more than we actually need. Well, maybe not quite a lot, but definitely more than we need. So that's a huge win for us. We may need to actually create a second system like that in the future from another set of polluted water areas. Maybe, yeah, like over here would be probably another solution that we'd have to use, like pump it in down here and then vent it here or something like that in the future. But right now, I think we're doing good. I mean, even with just these. And honestly, we do have a lot of slime lung coming in there right now, but that's because we had a lot of slime lung from, puncturing slime itself, right? So as that air dissipates, the problem should resolve itself, I would think. So, all in all, looks pretty good to me. I think the last win I'd like to get is just that, but it's downtime. I guess we'll do it for the next time. This episode's already gone on too long, honestly. I mean, okay, so we do have a metal refinery now. We're able to make steel, which is cool. Did we even make steel? I don't even think we made steel. We'll make steel next time. So we can make special refined metals now, and we don't have any loss like we did with the rock crusher. So we were able to make iron before, but I'm pretty sure we had like... Yeah, it would create like half of it as sand, so we would lose like a lot of metal. We definitely don't want to do that. We definitely have a better solution now with the metal refinery. It superheats the water, but we don't care. The water is already hot. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit hotter. Let's sweep this up. And yeah. We'll finish this next time. Obviously, we'll know exactly where we're at with this. I'm going to cancel that just seems the whole thing will end up draining, when we come into it the next time. But yeah, we'll know exactly what to do. Obviously here, finish things off, and then we'll obviously wall this off once we have everything built as well. I think that'll work out just fine. I don't remember what will happen if we pump a gas that is not natural gas into this area. Maybe it will just spill over somehow out of the gas range and then just be ejected out of the pipe. Worst case scenario is we can just build a pipe or a vent right here, you know what I mean, and then just have it vent everything. That would be a disaster, but we could temporarily do that, put in another gas pump right here, and then you know what I mean, pipe the natural gas back into the vent again too. So, or back into the range again too. So we do have options for dealing with it even after we seal this room. But I think it'll be a pretty nice win for us. At least stuffed berries, that's already going to be something we can use. Pepper bread might not be bad too. It looks like, I mean, we technically do have access to that right now. We just haven't gone and picked it up yet. Because it is in a deep freeze right now, so it's not like we're not losing it or anything like that. But yeah, we'll continue, of course, in the next one. I hope you enjoyed, as always. I definitely did. We are moving along one construction at a time. Probably in the next episode, we'll obviously finish what we have going on here, but then we'll also probably look at more research, something to improve our lives. We have plenty of water to run that kind of research, and maybe we'll think about doing the farming again. I don't know. It's going to be such a huge undertaking. Maybe what we need to do first is build up our reserves of food and then do that. So maybe that'll be a 2 or 3 episode away thing, but we'll think about it in the future. Until then, peace.